This is a place you simply must visit. It's the game world in Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's time for an open world review again. I'll review the game world and nothing else but the game world. So this is not a review of the gameplay or the story. Nope, only the game world. I'm going to rate the game world and I'll look at the following aspects: freedom, content and detail, graphics, the atmosphere and the Vistas, the views. And at the end I'll give an overall score. Let's start with freedom. Can you go anywhere you want? Yes, you can go anywhere you want on the map. You can use fast travel, or you can walk, run or ride a horse. There are fields, big forests, rivers, villages and castles. And the great thing about this game world is that you can enter all houses and all buildings. I'm going to show you and I will speed up time. Yes, and well, this is a grocery store and you can, well, walk into the grocery store and even go to the attic and you can look through the window and then you see the streets. It's all possible, and you can enter farms as well. And these farmers don't even get mad when you step into their houses. It's so great. Thank you, woman, that I'm allowed to show everything to the people. Everything you got in your house, it's beautiful. And your attic is also very cozy and nice. Oh, thank you. And here's another attic. Oh, it's all beautiful. Yeah, I like it here.
Looking for something around here?
There are so many farms in this game world, and as you can see there are like 13 villages. So you got a lot of freedom, but you can't swim.
It's too deep here.
But that's not really a problem, because there are a lot of places where you can cross the river. Sometimes the water is shallow enough, or there's a bridge, so there's no problem. Another thing I have to mention is that there are some bushes that are in the way, but you can always get to the other side of them. Time to give a score for freedom. Can you go anywhere you want to go? Yes, you can, and you can also enter every house and every building, so I'll give it a 9.5. The next topic is content and detail. Is there a lot to see in this game world? Well, there are a lot of houses in the game world and there's a lot of stuff in these houses. I've seen more stuff in games, like for example Sniper Elite 5, but still though, there's a lot to see. There are so many houses in this game. Sometimes they are a bit empty, but most of the time you find a lot of things. And the people do a lot of things as well. For example, this man is bringing a cup of soup to a woman.
You have no business here. Clear off.
Oh yes, I've got to warn you, these people are very meddlesome.
Just walk around in the dark.
I'm
You
glad
have
you
to have
worry
a
about
light.
me.
It's the law.
You care.
But fortunately, some people are just playing a game. This is a peaceful place. I'm going to sit here and just, well, enjoy the day. It's time to give a score for content and detail. I give a 7. Yes, a 7.0. I've seen more stuff in games, but still though, there's a lot to see. We have arrived at the next topic, graphics. How beautiful is the game world? What are the graphics like? Well, this church looks pretty nice. I've seen better graphics in games, but hey, it's an open world game and you can't make the whole world beautiful. Still though, everything looks realistic. The graphics look reasonable in the villages, and when you step into a house the graphics are okay, but not really beautiful. No, but the graphics in Kingdom Come Deliverance are really stunning when you walk through nature. I think the sunlight, the reflections and the sun rays are mediocre, but still it's all good enough to make it all look more realistic. Let's say it's good enough. And because of the mix of reasonable graphics, sometimes mediocre graphics and the stunning graphics when you're in nature, I give a 7.5 for graphics. Wow, this sounds atmospheric. It's time for the next topic, the atmosphere in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Let's start with the atmospheric animals, like these sheep. Or what about this cow and the sound of the cow? Oh, that's the dog. And there are more atmospheric animals like the frogs, the sound of these beautiful creatures. Oh, and we've got a dead horse here. Well, that's an atmosphere. It's the wrong atmosphere, but it's an atmosphere. What I've shown so far all took place during the day. Now it's time to let you experience the atmosphere when it's evening. Yeah, the crickets are back. And here's a church. And when you are inside, the sound of the crickets is gone. And now it's back.
You blackguard! How dare you walk around in the dark without a torch? Maybe you'd like to explain yourself
Hey,
to the catch.
where's your torch? You can't walk around here in the dark without a light.
I told you they were meddlesome. Let's skip the night and listen to some birds. Let's give a score for the atmosphere. I give a 9 out of 10. Because it's very atmospheric. This game is very atmospheric. Time for the Vistas and the views. Look at this. The game takes place in the Czech Republic. I've been there myself a long time ago, and I know that there are high mountains in the north of the country. But in the most part of the Czech Republic there aren't high mountains, and therefore they are not there in this game. Which means there are no views from high mountaintops. Yet there are plenty of places where you can enjoy beautiful views. Because, well, there are hills and castles on hills. And sometimes you see villages in the distance that you, well, immediately want to go to. Okay, I'm going to give a score for the Vistas and the views. It's not that high, but, well, there aren't very tall mountains. So I give a 6.0. And now it's time to give an overall score. Hold up, I've got to calculate the whole thing. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, thanks for waiting. I calculated the whole thing and it's a very high score. It's not the highest, but it's high enough. Yes, it's very good. Okay, because it's an awesome game world, as you can see the whole time. Okay, I'm going to say it now. The final score in Kingdom Come Deliverance, the overall score of the game world in this beautiful game, it's a 7.8 out of 10. Yeah. Of course, because, well, it's a great game world. Yeah, it's very atmospheric, very atmospheric. Okay, it's time to move on to the next open world game. I see you there. This is Op the Map. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.